Tizzle Talk TV. Come talk with me, man. They say, ain't no day like another day. Come in, it's your boy, Tizzle. Talk to me. Hey, man, say, man, what a great day to be alive. What a great day to be in the number. One more time. Hey, before we get into it, I need y'all to like, comment, subscribe to the channel, share, and turn the post notification on so every time I drop, y'all will get it drop. You did. But look, man, I got two guys here with me today kicking it, man. I got my big-headed brother Zatey back up here with me, man. What's happening? Got a big bro with me, man, and I got a good dear friend, genuine guy. We got Earl with us today, man. What's up with it, man? What's up with it? How y'all morning going? How your morning going, man?
Hey, going great, man. I'm here. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I'm good. Minus the pollen, I'm good.
Mental? How your mental good?
Oh, they're great. Great.
How your mental good?
Oh, yeah. How about yours?
Yeah, I'm good, boy. I'm here, I'm thankful, I'm grateful, boy. You hear me? Like, I can't complain.
Yeah.
What's something that make your mental good? Like, what's something that, a better question would, to keep it maintained on the...
Them kids, man. Them kids at the house, man. Like, hey, I gotta stay good so I know they good, you know what I mean? Because they feed into what they see, you know what I'm saying? So I gotta keep my mental, they help me keep my mental good, like knowing I got somebody looking up, you know what I mean? So, yeah, them kids, dog.
Same too, man. What it is.
I didn't think about going that way, yeah. But for me, I start my morning off the same every day. Pray, drink me a smoothie, eat me some breakfast, and once I get my mental up, now I'm able to give that energy off to my son. Yeah. Like he mentioned kids, I only got one, so I can only imagine how it is to have more.
Yeah, man.
That was so, man. So let's get in there a little bit, man. What you got going on these days? Like what you do?
So of course, I just moved back from Minnesota. I was a probation officer for 10 years, and after losing that job, I found myself being asked to come out and do mentoring and speaking at schools and events. So I took the opportunity to pursue that. Once I found out that people have an interest in hearing what I have to say, I said, well, I'm just go ahead and give everything I got into my speaking abilities and just see where it takes me. And when I came back down here, you and I, we had a conversation, and you said you were interested in the same thing. And from there, the conversation just been boom, 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 boom. And now we here.
For sure. Man, I said growing up since a little dude, like, if I don't do nothing, I want to be a motivational speaker. I would want to go around the world and just be a motivational speaker, man. That's something I don't know. See, that was like...
You stutter, though, bro.
Man, look, bro. Dude taught me to get today,
but I got a question on that, on that, though. Like, being a motivational speaker and, like, going to different schools and stuff, like, what have you found to be, like, the things that motivate the kids the most? Or, like, what subject topic have a more intrigue, you know what I mean?
I would say that's a good question. The two things that I realize that people want to know. They want to understand that they want reassurance that whatever they're going through, they can overcome it. So the resilience piece is number one. That's the key thing I focus on. Like, we all from small town. There's certain resources we didn't have, certain people we didn't have in our life, like a dad or a role model. And we look up and we may got in trouble a lot, and we're trying to figure out what to do with life. And just having somebody to come in and remind them who've been through what they come through, you let them understand that resilience is important, but most important, when they see you or see me go up and speak, now they're getting hope.
Yeah.
So resilience and hope are the two things I really try to focus on, because with those two things, you can go anywhere from there.
True. That's dope.
Yo, that hard, but what you had said, me stuttering ain't got nothing to do with me speaking though.
Yeah.
It
got a lot to do with it. It's part of your speaking.
Still though, that's authentic though. But like, how what you feel? You being a speaker, what you feel like somebody who maybe have a stutter?
I'm gonna be honest with y'all. See, we talk about being real. This is real. I never thought that I could become a speaker.
Yeah.
Because of where we come from, like who we know that have been a speaker. The only speaker we really know are preachers.
Yeah.
But when you talk about being like you said, you want to travel around the world, to be an international speaker, you try to come from where we come from. We want to dot all our I's, cross all our T's. But like you have a stutter, you stutter a little bit. I think all of us stutter. But one of the things that look, I just stuttered. One of the things that got me, one of the things that got me seriously was I have a southern drawl. I don't know any speakers that got a southern drawl like we have. Like I don't think I have it as much now, but that's because I've just been speaking. I think the more you speak, that kind of goes away. So when you been in the beginning stages, you'll be fine. Just don't try to. One of the things I had when I got on stage, I would always get nervous because I didn't want to stutter. I didn't want to sound too country. But that took all of my authenticity from me.
Yeah, true.
So when I said, I'm just going to go out there and be the best speaker I can with the intention of giving them a hope and understanding that they can come over their adversity, all the other stuff just flowed out. But I did join something called Toastmasters. Toastmasters is a big nonprofit organization that most places have, where a group of people come in who want to learn how to be better speakers, who just want to network. And I met weekly and sometimes bi-weekly, and I have to give a 2-minute impromptu speech. So that helped a lot because, I mean, being the only African-American male in a lot of those circles, I'm speaking to people who are executives at companies, and now they are listening to me. But back to what you asked me earlier, what I learned, everybody done went through something bad or something challenging in their life.
True.
So when you speak resilience, I can connect with, you can connect with any audience because people going through divorce, people going through sickness. Yeah. Like for me, it's easy for me. I graduated high school in 2007. I've lost 16 classmates since I graduated high school. So when I get up to speak, I don't speak for Earl Brown. I speak for my 16 classmate that never got a chance to see age 25 and above. And here I am about to be 35. Mm-hmm. So it get easier once you give people, you share with them resilience and give them hope at the end. So it's easy.
I feel like we're speaking, if I was to get on the level like, that type of speaking, I would want to get a better vocabulary, like words and stuff. You know what I'm saying? Articulate these words.
Yeah, I don't know, man. Go back to what he said though. Like speaking resilience and hope, that might be his thing, cause they can see that through him. But you might have to speak on something different because, like, all right. Another question is what we talked about, like how these young guys coming up now, like everybody want to be a real nigga or whatever. What's your definition of that?
Yeah, what is real? We gonna chop about today.
This is my immediate answer. Mm-hmm. Real is getting to a point when you at your lowest and you realize that nobody gonna come and fix your life. Not the government, not some outside forces. You have to make up in your mind that you're going to connect with the right people because relationships are important, but you're also going to start making different choices in your life so that you can change your family tree. You can break generational curses. You can start being seen in a positive light. So I just think Real is understanding that whatever you want in this world, you got to go fight for it.
Yep.
It's going to be hard, but you have to go fight for it. You got to put the right people around you. You got to build platforms or whatever you want to do to spread your message or to just bring people together with like-minded to help push you to greatness, really.
Yeah.
I ain't gonna lie. His answer to that is...
Yeah, it made me don't want to say mine.
Oh, God. Like, I did want to do this, though, like, saying, like, comparing it.
Mm-hmm.
So, because you know how we talk about the younger crowd, what their definition of real is. We still should be able to relate to them because, like, what was our definition of real? So, like, what was your definition of real?
At that age.
Back in, we say from 17 to 20, for kids and build, and, like, the real now. Like, what would that be for you?
Honestly, though, like, now this is honest, though. Like, I don't think my definition ever changed, though. Because back then, what I was doing, I wanted to do it. Like, ain't nobody going to make me do nothing I don't want to do. So my definition of real is just being who you are. Like they say, a serial killer was born a serial killer. If he was born a serial killer and he go out and kill a lot of people, he just being who he is, you know what I'm saying? You can't say that nobody made him do that. He being real to himself, you feel me? But at the same time, if you say, hey, bro, let's go do this, and I know I ain't on that, to me, being real ain't going with you because you my homeboy. To me, being real is saying, hey, bro, that ain't me. You know what I mean? I'm going to try to talk you out of it, but if that's who you is, then, hey, you got to do what you got to do. But I think if we learn how to just be comfortable with the person we are, then you real. You feel me?
See, I took my definition of real back then was, the, man, ride or die. You know what I mean? Keeping my clothes, need to get that phone call, let's slide.
It's easy to say ride or die till it's a situation where y'all might die, though.
That's what I'm saying, though. Coming up.
True.
Trying to, this what I'm kind of seeing, like, this the example.
Yeah.
They don't get at a certain age, you know what I'm saying? That influences this is what it real is. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Until getting older, whereas, these folks telling on folk. These folks, they folding. Okay, I got a kid now. Okay, I got these bills, boy. But like him, you know what I'm talking about? So real to me now, like, it just, what you said for sure, you feel me? Like, just being true to who you is, man, at all times, bro, and taking care of your responsibility to me, man. These kids coming up, man, and that part,
I agree with what you said. I think too many people being lost out here. They don't know how to be comfortable being themselves.
Yeah.
I give a good example. So the day my cousin having a party, I don't drink. I know I have a lot of people in my family who drunk throughout their entire life, but I choose not to drink. And they made a joke about me not drinking or me not taking a shot, but I know that's not me. So I'm comfortable enough to go around. I'm excited about the party. I'm comfortable to go around knowing that I don't have to drink to please nobody. Yeah. I'm still gonna be loved, but I want to go back to like when we was younger. Plies had a album that came out saying "Definition of Real." Yeah. That had us in a chokehold.
Yeah, see, that's what I'm saying, like stuff like that.
But he never gave us the definition of real.
You're right.
So I'm glad we have this conversation because I think the definition of real, pretty much what you said, being comfortable with who you are. Because I was fortunate enough to go work at a prison and become a probation officer. And the quote unquote real people, I realized, like seeing them on the other side of the wall, 90% of them really didn't want to commit the crime they did. Yeah. They were pulled in with the people that was around them. Yeah. So real is having real friends who's going to say, hey, that's not you, bro. Real friend going to look out.
Accountable.
Mm-hmm. So, all right, what's real friend?
I'm gonna try to think about it from my perspective now, since I've grown and gotten older. I'm gonna try to think when we was like coming up. I think at that age you want somebody who just gonna be around, who gonna support you. I mean, we was talking in the back earlier that the way we grew up, we the people that we grew up with, when we went out, we fought with them, we did everything with them.
That was real though, man.
But
Squabbling days, man.
but it never went. The friendship never went further from that.
Yeah.
Our friendship was showed through if somebody hit you, I got your back.
Yeah.
It wasn't shown through. Man, I see you really didn't want to be in that situation. Let's go do something outside the club. And let's go, if you play basketball or you play a sport, let's go push you towards that.
Yeah.
Because this is what I do.
Yep.
But that over there is what you do.
Yep.
So I want you to stay over that way. Don't come be a part of it. Like, we can all be friends and be real by understanding that your reality and my reality are not the same.
Exactly.
So that's what I think it is from a child point.
Yeah, that's dope. Like when your friend can see the value in you, like that make like everybody from my hometown know my circle. Man, we've been together since like forever. You know what I mean? But it's a couple of us don't even talk on the phone every day. But when we talk, it's like ain't nothing changed. You feel what I'm saying? But at the same time, they pushing me to my goals. I'm pushing them to their goals. Mm-hmm. But when I step out of line, and they know that's a move that ain't Zatey, boy. Mm-hmm. It ain't. They gonna check me, and it ain't no love law. Like me and you, bro. We get to the point where, like, boy, I want to put some hands on you. But at the same time, I'm doing it because I love you, bro. And like, too many kids these days, or even grown people, bro. Like, instead of having a true valuable friend, they want just a yes man in their corner. Like everything I say or everything I come up with, you just that's it, that. No, dog. Like tell me, you know what I mean? So I feel like picking back off what he said, like man, if your friend can see like the value and like he said, like the realities ain't the same, but y'all got that common ground, bro. Like, but that's a bond that'll never be broken.
Mm-hmm.
I think, man, real friend. I always say. If you ain't like, if y'all talking all the time, bro, y'all ain't fussing and about that. You feel me? Well, I'm gonna hit you till then. Well, hey, if it ain't like that, like, what? I don't think it real, boy. I get into it with everybody I'm close with. Yeah. But it be on some right, wrong stuff. It don't be on no crazy junk. And it don't go to where, man, me and Zatey, we done had some intense stuff. Yeah. And then you call, I call, like, your psyche done went on in, like, you feel me? Yeah. It ain't nothing but then that was real, boy.
Yeah, the prime example, like, well, I'll say this. I think, how you can identify who your real friends is today is like what you said. You have those clashes, but both of y'all are real enough to say, hey, if it was my fault today, that's on me. Yeah. But hey, let's move past that. Yeah. It's too many situations where somebody who could have been your real friend, you don't allow that friendship to develop because both of y'all are so stubborn. Like you said, you want somebody to be your yes man or something like that, and it ruins everything. And the prime example, the scene on Lean on Me. Yeah. When they got into the argument, and he said, hey, you want to go get something to eat? Like, that's what a real supposed to be like. Yeah. Because you're supposed to be able to sit down and have those conversations. Yeah, man. If y'all fight, hey, don't nobody know but y'all.
Yeah. Yep. So let me ask you something, right?
You look parched.
Y'all funny. Look, I'm gonna ask you something, right? So you speak with like a lot of younger kids, not younger, but kids. So different states and stuff. How you think you can help them realize, that ain't real, they're real. Like I want to say, you going state to state is different from you, because I want to ask you, how can you show the young dude, like, you street from Minnesota? You feel what I'm saying?
I'm from Dayboro.
No. I'm saying, like, you being around those. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, you saying, like, I get what you're saying. Like,
I might ain't saying it right.
He been out of our environment, basically.
Yeah.
Like,
I'm gonna be honest with you.
He's the same.
Yeah, I'm gonna be honest with you. 'Cause my brother, he think that I've changed. I haven't changed at all. Everything I do is what I experienced in Davisburg. That's how I can talk. Because like Chad said it, like I thought that because we didn't have resources, we didn't have the money, we didn't take certain trips, that I was poor. But I honestly believe what Chad said, that our greatest wealth was the community that we had. Like in Davisburg, it's a tight-knit community. Mm-hmm. When I travel around, I realize a lot of people don't have that. Like, people may have the resources, but they don't have family members. I've spoken to executives and people who make a lot of money, but their family can't stand them. They don't have any friends. They don't burn all of their bridges. So wherever environment I can go, I can speak to the importance of being in a family community, because I came from small town Davisburg. I can speak from, because I didn't work in a prison. I didn't go to prison, but I worked in a prison, and I worked with a lot of inmates, and then I worked with probationers and parolees. And when I was a probationer, I didn't really talk about what the court told them they need to do. I talked to them about what they need to do to be better. And we just having a conversation like this right here. And that's really what changed my mindset, because I realized everybody go through the same thing. It's just who get the help and the people around them. Like, your greatest resources are your relationships. And when I get up on stage and speak, I talk about Davisburg, my time working in prison, and how all of that connects. And honestly, you'll see that a lot of people wish they had that. They'll give all their money up to have, like, unity relationship. Yeah, but everybody don't got. So it's really easy. I used to think that the South was not where I want to live at, but I mean, I'm gonna wrap it up. But the South it gave me everything I need to be. Anything, whatever I become, the South gave it to me.
Yeah, I like what you had told me in the back about if like our kids around here get out the mindset that, oh, I just got to go to Atlanta to better my life. Like, this man have been all over, and like, it's more out there than just what our small town minds think. But at the same time, the small town that we come from build our character. Man, if you could survive what we survive, sure, you can survive anywhere, man. You know what I mean? And then you have the resources, you know what I mean, to help you survive. So, like, man, that's dope, dog. Like, I want to move.
Well, I know.
Canada.
You capping, girl.
For real, that where you want to go?
Quebec.
Well,
he done thought about it. It's not,
man,
for real, though. I'm dead serious.
That's not what you want. We talk about what you want all the time.
Maine.
Oh, you think about going to Maine?
Yeah.
Get what?
This man never in his life said, name one of these. Well,
on everything.
You want to have a dreamland night.
Oh, I want to go to Brooks. I want to live a babe.
What about all these Texas with their ranches and the cattle and stuff?
Yeah.
Then nigga, they said Canada and Maine.
I get it. I get it, because it is different, though.
It is, though. But yeah, my dream, my dream, like, if I just hit the lottery and they say, hey man, you can go live wherever you want to, I'm gonna go to Texas, man. I'm gonna have me some Longhorn cows.
They gonna know what to do.
I ain't gonna know what to do. Hey, I provide y'all shelter. You gotta do it for what you gotta do for them, man. But yeah, I wanna. I'm a country boy though, man. So it's hard for me to, like.
I love it.
I gotta be around that country life though, you know.
And look, when you said, I heard you say something about, you said your brother think you changed. Y'all had the conversation about, like, what you mean.
Like, So he made a joke yesterday while we was all on the phone. He was talking proper.
Don't get him. Don't calling me talking crazy.
No. Wait, because this is an example. I told him, I had told him before I don't drink because I seen a lot of our people in our family drink, and like the old saying goes, a fool learn from his mistakes, a wise man learn from other people's mistakes.
Yeah.
So I'm watching.
I ain't never heard that one, but that's dope.
I'm watching, and I see people drinking at the bootleggers every weekend, but I never see them go to another level. Yeah. They just stay at, like, if we like, instead of going that way, they just like right here. And then I'm like, at what point do it stop? At what point do you cross over and you just better yourself? So I always said I don't drink, and my brother said, this is the voice he used. He said, I don't drink because I seen too many people out there drink.
I hear him red line too.
But you know he's a jokester though. Mm-hmm. But I'm not ashamed about not drinking at all, because now I'm able to go. I got the mindset to go help other people. If I'm sitting there getting drunk every weekend, I wouldn't be the person I am today. Yeah, true. So my wife was like,
it is too. Like, I don't mean, because I think that's just what it is though. The mindset. Mm-hmm. It changed. Some people don't understand that change of that mindset, bro. Because it takes some people longer to just tap into that, like the eating right. You know, I got some people that just gonna
eat chicken.
And pork, all that, you know. Some folks just ain't gonna never point no fingers in there, but some folks just gonna, you feel me? But yeah, when it click right there for some people, it'll do it.
You just gotta. I heard somebody say the number one skill of survival is adaptability, and because I moved from like the mindset I had when I left Davisboro to when I went to school at Georgia College in Millersville, that changed from, being the only black person in your classes. Of course, I gotta rise up. I can't be who they probably think I am. I gotta be, okay, whatever black kid come after Earl, I'm always thinking Earl, because he was a short black man that was in his classroom. So when I got there, I had to put a lot of my behaviors behind, and I just think that when you put yourself in different situations, it's going to make your transition so much better, because now you can come back and give it to other people. And I think one thing that when you was pointing your finger,
I did.
You definitely did. But I think it goes to everybody. Your stubbornness is going to stunt your growth. That's what I think. You have to be careful.
Well,
not you. I'm just
talking about this shout joke, man. That was a shout joke.
You might well keep eating meat here, buddy.
Yeah, I might well get back on my own.
Now, but on another question though, man, like, cause I had started a couple years ago. I had started like a mentor group down there in my hometown. You know what I'm saying? And it was going good, you know what I'm saying, but I was working on the road, so I wasn't able to be, hands-on as much as I wanted. Like, man, on Wednesdays, I had my guys, like, dressing casual to school, like, shirt tucked in, pants pulled up, got to have a belt on. And it had got to the point where I didn't even have to check in on them. Like, other guys in my mentor group were checking the guys that coming to school with their pants sagging. You know what I mean? But as time went on, it fell apart, and I kind of, like, I ain't gonna say lost my passion, because, man, the love for the kids in my community, like, I love them, you know what I mean? But now, my question is, like, what do you think can change our youth? Is it like church, putting church back? You think since they took the God out the school, man, do they have a big effect, or it just, what you think?
I think you said it. I think everything was going like it should go until life and work got too busy And like everything else, when you don't, like I used to know Spanish a little bit. When you don't use it, it fall off, you lose it. And like you said, you wasn't able to meet those timeline obligations, so you saw that it started deteriorating over time. And that's all it is. These kids need routine, consistency, and discipline. And we don't have that anymore because everybody got an iPhone. So iPhone take away everything. They do everything revolves around when they get through sending that text, when they get through looking at YouTube, when they get through with TikTok. The only thing that's going to help the youth is consistency, discipline, and just being there for them.
Yeah.
I mean, like I don't really know y'all's situation, but look how many. You can look at the statistics of a kid that's raised in a 2-parent household with their dad actively in their life versus a lot of us who didn't. Like, we spend so much time trying to. That's where you get lost. That's where you don't become real because you just, hey, if this the alpha friend, we're gonna do whatever the alpha friends say.
Yeah.
But if you got that dad already in your life, your dad already told you, hey, you're a young king, man.
Yeah.
So that's where the help at. Or you got your mom and dad, hey, you are a queen. You got your mom who do her duties with the daughter, but you also got the dad who say, hey, princess, just you and I, we're gonna go out and have a date. So you're teaching your daughter not to lower her expectations. Like, at least you got to meet these bare minimums. Mm-hmm. And I think that's how you get these kids back.
Hey, I don't start doing that though. I got a couple girls from my hometown, man, that really they just were pulling on my spirit. You know what I mean? So I reached out to their mom. Most of them, like their mom, like a single parent, reached out to their mom out of respect. You know what I'm saying? To say, hey, I want to approach your daughter and see about mentoring her, and like I help them sign up for colleges and stuff. And how my mind think, man, like I remember when I was a young guy. You know what I mean? Like if I want to run the street, I'm gonna run the street. It wasn't but one thing that could make me stay home, boy, and that was a girl. Mm-hmm. So I feel like, especially in these single parent households, man, if it's a male figure around that can teach these young girls, like you said, take them out on a date, show them like, hey, this how a man supposed to treat you like a real black queen. Mm-hmm. She ain't gonna fall for a dude just coming just trying to throw money or, hey, I'm gonna throw it. Like, no, her expectation high. So if you can change the mindset of these young girls, and these so-called young thugs ain't getting no play, something got to change.
I really feel
think the young girl gonna change the young boy, man.
I think it take for people like us though to put pressure on. I was gonna say put pressure on ourselves, not really put pressure on ourselves, but really try. Like you said something earlier, like or wise man, what that part was right there.
A wise man learns from others' mistakes. A fool learns from his own mistakes.
And that's what like we gotta drop more wisdom. And you said, hold on, say the wise part again.
A wise man learns from A wise man learns from others' mistakes.
Okay, boom, right up. And that's what I be want to show the people too. Like, man, you can teach so much through your story. Mm-hmm. You feel what I'm saying? And I can sit here and you can tell me your story, and I can learn from your story, and I know not to. I don't need to do that. Zatey, he got locked up doing that. I don't need to do that. But people ain't really learning. These youngins ain't really. But a lot of us ain't. We talk it, but we ain't walking it.
But go back what you had said earlier when I asked you about the definition of real. You said we got to go back and look at our definition when we were their age. Mm-hmm. You saying about you ain't do what I did because I went to jail, but go back to their age. Your mama was telling you the same. Your mom and dad will tell you the exact same thing. Like, I got messed up for doing that. I got messed up for doing that, but you did it.
It's a little different though. I feel like it's a little different too when it comes to relationship. Take some of these kids who look up to you, right? Yeah. They value you so much, they'll take what you saying and put it over they, like, they mom might say, I've been telling this girl this since I don't know how long, and you done said it one time.
Yeah, I had a mama. I had a mama actually say that to me, but man, like,
it's who they relate to.
You right.
And it goes back to it. That black man been in the house. It matters a lot.
That
Like
big.
these kids,
I
like,
tell them.
you think about it. You get filled with so much from your mom. You need, like, you kind of just like get toned there to it. But you hear that male voice, like, 'cause that's what you really want in your life. Like you got everything you got from your mom, and it builds you up. But you need that male voice to help
structure.
you. That's what you need.
That mother, man, I feel, oh man, shout out to the single mother first of all. But like, I feel like the mother, man, like they show you the love, they show you the emotion, the nurturing. Man, you need that father figure to like give you that structure. Like my real dad wasn't in the house. I had a stepdad that taught me structure, taught me work. But the emotional side, like, he was like really known to it. Like, he work. Which now in life, it helped me, like, bro. Like, I'm gonna work. You feel what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. But that's that structure. But you still need that emotional side. But I think, like, in today's world, both parents gotta know how to do both. Mm-hmm. You feel what I'm saying? Like, man, if I'm out with my dad, bro, like, he can teach me all the structure he want. But, boy, you still want your daddy to be like, boy, I love you, boy. Give me a hug from time to time. Like, show me a man can have emotion. That's why I think a lot of the youth fell into, because as a man, especially the boy, as a man, we think we can't have no weakness, bro. Like, you think you got to be that tough guy all the time.
But that come from... That come from, don't get on for them. I think a lot of that come from the women, though, like how they, boy, get up, boy, stop crying. But like that part,
your
like,
daddy do that too, bro.
We talking about daddy want what daddy was.
But get what mama do though. Get what mama do though. You fall and scratch your knee, she might tell you stop crying, but she gonna put a Band-Aid on it.
But
daddy.
Nothing. What about the absence? You're right. He absent. What about the absence?
But that's why I said the parents these days, like, either the mother or the father, if they die together, that's great. But if they ain't, just because I was in a single parent household, like, I knew both my parents. You feel what I'm saying? But like, or with my stepdad, like, he showed me structure, showed me some love, let me know, like, it's all right. I need to show the lean on.
And that's the thing about it. Like the example you giving, like, one can't just get a love and one can't just get a structure. Exactly. Like, you got to be able to mix it and blend it in, because think about it, you raising a person to come out here so they can do the same to your grandkid. Like, it's like a business. Like, you trying to put everything together and make sure that you prepare that child for society. Like, you're going to have some days where you smiling. Then you're going to have some days where you just balling up crying. Yeah. Like, I tell my wife all the time, I love to cry. I can't wait to cry, because I know that's me releasing a lot of stuff that I done waited too long to build up.
Stop talking about me, boy.
But you cried a whole lot.
We ain't talking about that. We get out there.
But that's just like two people baking a cake. Mm-hmm. You feel what I'm saying? You bake a red velvet, I bake a red velvet. We both got the ingredients. You say, hey, I ain't gonna put I don't know what to go in red velvet. You take out a main ingredient, I take out a main ingredient. We let him taste it. Now one of them cake good. But it looked like a red velvet cake. You feel what I'm saying? But now, if we come in the middle and both of us make a cake using this recipe and let him try it, it's going to be good. And it look like a red velvet cake. That's all I'm saying. Like, if you got this on this side, but this on this side, you still missing something. Mm-hmm. Until we learn how to, like we were talking about in the back earlier, until you learn balance, bro. Like, you got to be balanced in everything.
Yeah, do y'all think the man and the woman equal? Like, for as
I'm married. Like,
no. Listen, bro, I'm talking about like a woman. When they say a woman can't be the mother and no father, tight zone, right? But I feel like men could, for me personally, I feel like I'm a nurturer, but I also put in the structure too. Like, how y'all said, like, I'm raising my daughter, I open door. She's 6. I open door. Give me that stuff. You don't got to carry that stuff, and don't instill in that. But on also, hey, sit down and stop that.
That's that balance I'm talking about. You know how to do both.
I'm saying, though, do y'all think women's give that, though? Like, because a lot of us be messed up coming from where we come from. We make a lot of mistakes. When is a single mother and your father not there? You get what I'm saying?
A little bit. I think, to answer your question, are they equal? I'm gonna say they're not equal if you give this assignment, you get them the same assignment. They're not equal that way. But they equal in what they contribute together. They equal because, like, when I'm not speaking, I'm pretty much a stay-at-home dad. I know the importance of the structure, but because I got my son more than my wife has to do in the day, now I'm learning the nurturing side.
Yeah.
And like you talked about working, I have a great work ethic as well, but my wife also has an equal work level. It just looks different. So I think you can't use the same grading scale to find out if they're equal. You got to look at their experience and what they're contributing and see, hey, they doing the same thing equally. It ain't about physically and all that kind of stuff.
Can a woman really like instill certain things in a boy though? Like, cause how you just said earlier, like we want that male figure, like young women, young men, like we yearn for that male figure. Like it's just something about it. It's just something about that love. And I could be just talking from a personal place. I don't.
You know what's crazy though? Now that we talk about it, I'm thinking about it. Like, man, like my family. I come from a strong old family. You feel what I'm saying? That, so, man, coming up, like, all I want to do is stay with my granddad and my grandma every night. I'm staying with them, getting up, feeding chicken. But what's crazy, now that we talking about it, they roles with flip-flop.
What you mean?
My granddaddy showed the love. My grandma was the structure. Mm-hmm. You do something wrong, I run to my granddaddy. Y'all ain't finna whoop my boy. Grandma come, yes I am. You know what I mean? Like, they roles will flip-flop, but look how strong our family is. You feel me? So that's why I say they equal. You feel what I'm saying? Because in the old fashion, the roles will flip-flop, boy. Your granddad will say you. Your grandma on you, buddy. You feel
I guess
me?
it's depending on how you just said, then however you came up.
Yeah.
For
it's that understanding, like, in a two-parent household. He just said, though, like, he ride his son more. You feel what I'm saying? Or spending more quality time or however, you know what I mean? So it just, every situation can be different. You feel what I'm saying? But, like, can a mother give you that? Yeah. I feel like, yeah. You feel what I'm saying?
Absolutely. A lot of people don't know, but I put my mom through hell back in the day. Like, yeah. I don't know what it is now, but I was probably the youngest person to get expelled from Washington County Public School. I was in the 4th grade. I used to go to school.
Yeah, you were rough.
I used to average probably 7 discipline referrals every year. But my dad was in prison. The only reason I changed, number one, I found myself flunked the 9th grade, and to say the embarrassment, I just worked hard to get my grades up. But the thing that really got me, because there was no male, like, really in my life until my mom married my stepdad, who changed our life. But during that time, I was the oldest one. I'm in a family that's a bunch of single moms. Yeah. So, like I said earlier, you want that male voice to come in. And my life really changed when my stepdad came in my life and my dad came home from prison. My mom she built my character. She told me how she instilled a lot of values in me. But it's like she got me here But when my stepdad and dad came in, I was able to cross over.
Yeah.
And then I was able to look at, I'm the oldest of 5 by my dad. I'm the oldest of 3 by my mom. And look what happened. I went to college. I ended up going to college. All of my other siblings ended up going to college. So I say that to say once my mom kept being consistent, because it was a time that I'm sure she wanted to give up on me.
Yeah.
But by her staying consistent, she stayed patient, and she ended up marrying, and my dad came home, and life just changed, and I ended up changing my own life. So that's why when I go out and speak or doing what I'm doing, it's a part of me now. It's just who I am, because I know I got helped out.
Yeah.
Even I didn't even mention. Even there was a time where they used to have a program for the bad kids around here. Miss Gladine Thompson, the old elementary school principal, she put a group of us who always got in trouble into a little summer program. That changed my life. That's why I want to do mentoring. That's why when we all connected, I say, hey, I want to be a part of something like this, because it saved me. So it's a little Earl or a little Tay or a little Zay.
Yeah.
And just on and on who out there need help.
Yeah.
So your mom can get still anything, because she probably the only person that, if she don't do it, you're going to crash out.
And it's crazy that she actually, listen to your story, she actually pushed you to break generational curses. Like you said, you were the oldest one. And once they push you over to that next level, you went to college, and then all your siblings did the same thing. Like, man, that's powerful, man. That's
Bro,
powerful.
when you must have been start getting in trouble, bro, because I don't remember you. I know you older than me though, but you was in high school when you ain't.
No, I went to high school with you.
Oh, too.
You
Listen.
He said he graduated in 2007.
Yeah, he was somewhere. Yeah, I'm tripping at it.
Yeah, you tripping a lot.
Why I know you?
Your mouth ain't mouthing.
Calm down.
Whatever. This is what my mom say. I'll say these two things. I'm not proud of it, of course, but these are two things my mom say. Whatever you think, because a lot you my brother age. Whatever you think of my brother, I was 3X that. My family members used to nickname me the Terminator. Like my mom would tell.
What was you doing?
My mama told me there was time. Like my cousin, I got a cousin that's my age. Like they'll say he in the back sleep just so I don't play with him. Like I didn't know who. That's for real. Like I didn't know who I was, bro. Like I was lost.
What age range was this when you was the Terminator?
Well, this is what I'll say. When I got to the 9th grade, when I failed all of my classes, I was embarrassed. So I tried to keep it on the quiet.
Yeah.
I had to take all my classes. So that when everything started changing. Like a lot of my classmates don't know I had failed, but
No, none.
yeah, they know now. It's okay. I'm a speaker now.
You graduated
But get
what?
I graduated on time. And I went off to college. But that's why I can talk about resilience.
Yeah.
I can give them hope. But that's why my brother say I'm different, because
He
know.
yeah, he know.
know.
I don't like. Only thing I want to associate myself with now is greatness.
Yeah.
Because, and I'm willing to sacrifice anything to be great, because the greater I become, the greater your podcast becomes, the greater you become. Mm-hmm. You're able to, like, the only way we're going to save our people is to save our people. We got to do it. And, like, the resources matter so much to us because our passion and what we want to use those resources for, it matters. It's so great that we have to make that happen. Mm-hmm. Like that's why I hope your podcast blow up. I hope that your mentoring thing blow up as well, because there's some kids that need us to save their life, because maybe their dad in prison right now. Their dad could be like 15 to 16 of my classmates, dead and gone. So who's going to come in and help that single mom? Who's going to come in and help that lost kid? Yeah. Otherwise, you're going to rely on the government, who's going to keep you at mediocrity, or you're going to rely on the state to give you a new number. And I don't want that for the kid.
I think once somebody, with the kids, I think once they get somebody they just really relate to, though, man, like that's the life changer.
Yeah, that relatability, yeah, that's dope.
How big was the impact on you being in the prison system, you know, working in the prison system, how big of an impact that was on you to become like motivation and stuff like that too, seeing that side of things?
It was real big because like it was real big because working with one of the most profound things I learned working with the inmates and with probationers, they are adults, but they still stuck in their childhood. Like that's what messed them up. Like, yeah, they got in trouble at that age, but mentally they still stuck in that space. They just grew older. Like nobody ever came in and intervened. Once they got in trouble, the state or whoever started making decisions on their life. Like they never got a chance to have anybody come in and try to get them a different opportunity. And when I saw that, I realized how much I really appreciate my mom for saving my life. Because back when I was getting in trouble,
Terminator.
back when I got in trouble, they was trying to. I remember them trying to put me on, not my mom, but like the school and people trying to put me on Ritalin medication to control me. I used to be in special ed classes. Like I went from being in discovery to being in special ed classes for an hour just for behavior issues. And when I look back on my life and the support I had, when I realized what were the inmates who in prison for whatever, I realized, I asked this question: who did they not have in their life to help them out? Because I never thought I was going to be 25. I never thought I would see the age of 25. Like I was sold on whatever happened, it happened.
You bad.
I mean,
bad,
it was just.
I wouldn't eat it.
It was just. I mean, I really didn't care. I mean, of course, once I graduated high school and stuff, I started seeing life different. Like losing 16 classmates, like your perspective changed every single time, bro.
Yeah.
So yeah, like there's a concept that I learned in grad school called experiential learning. Like you don't learn through people like just book work. You learn through different experiences. Like having experience to get in trouble all throughout my youth, and then going to work in a prison where there was a chance I probably could have ended up living. That could have been my home.
Yeah.
But then working with the people with, with empathy and understanding like what they missing and just having conversation with them, like they just needed one person to save their life.
So like would you go back to that? Like
going working in prison?
Yeah.
No, I won't go back to working in the prison. And
I ain't never thought about that. Boy.
Well, this is how. Growing up around here, if you don't have a felony, the only two options you got is driving a truck or working in the prison.
Chalk plant.
Yeah, or chalk plant. And I knew I didn't want to do that, so I said I'm gonna go the prison route.
So did you worked at the Georgia Department of Correction?
I worked at Baldwin State Prison in Milledgeville, level 5.
Okay. I thought you were saying like when you was in Seattle you were working at.
No, when I left Georgia, I started transitioning to the probation side of things because I did a year and some change at Baldwin State Prison in Milledgeville, and then I did almost 2 years in Lincoln, Nebraska, working at a state prison. But then I found out I ended up moving to Wisconsin. I was a probation officer, and I realized all of us are the same. All of us are the same. So, to answer your question, would I go back? No, I wouldn't go back because, like, once your mindset shifts and you know what you really want out of life, you can't settle for nothing else. You just gotta I want to be a speaker. I want to be like one of the, when you pull up the top motivational speaker in the world, I want to be on that list somewhere. Yeah. I don't know where I don't have a goal of where I want to be at. I just want to be on that list because I can come back home and speak for free and tell those kids I came from Davisburg, Georgia, and I made it on this list. I didn't make it on this list just because I was born with this unique talent or gift. I made it on this list because my mom and my family took care of me, and they didn't give up on me, and because I lived through different experiences and that I learned from, and now I'm able to give it back to the world with my perspective on things. And it happens in what I'm talking to the urban community or the more suburban community.
Mm-hmm. So, man, it's like your life been at every level though. Like bad, you growing up, then working the place where they seen so-called bad kids, and now changing the life of them same kids though. That's like full circle.
I can't say this. The prison ain't what really changed me. When I lost my probation job in Seattle and I moved to Minnesota, and I began working at a youth group home. And like my whole life I worked with bad kids who did something wrong in society, or bad people who, quote unquote, bad people who did something wrong in society. But working at a group home, I started working with kids who had bad things happen to them. Like parents done abused them, sexually, mentally, emotionally. Yeah. So that really what changed my life. The other stuff, working in the prison didn't really, it just opened my eyes. But when I got to that group home, I just took out like a rocket at that point. I said, this why I want to do what I do.
You was just a CO in the prison? When you were working in the prison?
I was CO. Top flight security. For real, I upgrade. Cause you said just a CO. I upgrade a tad bit over CO.
Yeah.
I was the utility officer, so I stand in the middle right here of the compound, get on my radio. I say, hey, block movement. So block movement wing, I control when inmates go to chow, when inmates go to whatever activity they got. I was that. That's who I was. Top flight.
Yo, I never heard of that.
Top flight at Baldwin State Prison.
They crazy. From Terminator to top flight CEO to the greatest speaker alive, boy. Yeah, boy. Earl, talk to me.
I got one last question though, like with the youth, man. You think like, cause when we say bad, we do this, but like. When I'm like with my little god boy that I always be with, he might be doing something and they be like, you so bad. And I be like, no, don't say that. You feel what I'm saying? Because I feel like if we keep telling kids like, okay, how the teachers tell them like, you bad, like you putting a label on them. But at the same time, we got to teach our kids like, you can't believe that label. You feel what I'm saying? Like me, when I got locked up, they labeled me as a felon. I'm not going to accept that label. You feel what I'm saying? So now I can get any job I want and don't have to say I'm a felon because I didn't accept that label. You feel me? I feel like if we keep pushing these labels on these kids and they mind ain't told them like, I ain't got to accept this label, then they ain't going to be able to change. Like, you keep saying, you bad. Okay, yeah, I'm bad. Now I'm finna show you I'm bad. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
You don't think someone really bad, though?
Yeah.
It just...
They being real, though. If they being real, they be themselves.
So you just saying basically like...
But they need more attention. I say that. They need more attention.
True that.
Some of the kids like some of the kids, we say, man, they had everything. They got both parents. And it might just be a label somebody done put on them. You know what I mean? Like, are you spoon fed? Now I start feeling like I'm spoon fed. Then I start acting better than everybody else. Y'all gonna say I'm bougie. But y'all put that label on me. You feel what I'm saying?
Guess what? That's where it go back to the beginning.
Yeah.
Now, to prove that they ain't that person, now they gonna go be with.
Yeah, exactly.
I think now kids don't even coming from a like silver spoon family. They don't even like want that. They be running from that these days. Yeah. Like, and boy, I wish
that's
God.
That's that. I can't remember the word or the phrase, but I learned it in college. But it's basically that environmental thing. Mm-hmm. Okay, yeah, I'm born on this side of town, and I got everything I want. I'm spoon fed, but I'm going to a public school where majority came from the hood. Now all I hear or all I see in school is they talking about what they do and how they party and how they came up. It's hard for me to just go back to my side of time where I'm 8 hours a day with them, Monday through Friday. Most of my time with them. It's hard for me to accept this life when all I hear is that. You feel what I'm saying? If you go to a private school, them kids spoon fed, they ain't trying to be no thug. Cause they around other kids that saying, this our life, we love it. You feel what I'm saying? Like,
I like your beamer.
that's what I'm saying.
And that's how I was when I went up to Georgia College. I got to Georgia College. Most of the kids had nice cars, little Beamers. I pulled up in a 95 Impala SS.
Yeah.
Burgundy had 112 in it, beating it down every day. But I say one of the things I did appreciate about that, you get a chance. It's back to what you were saying. You get balance.
Yeah.
Because you know your reality, but you also you get compassion and empathy. You understand that these people don't have the same privileges I got.
Mm-hmm.
So that's what I think it's really about. I think there was a quote that I heard. I can't remember it right now, but it was a quote I heard about that. I can't think of it right now. If I think of it, I'll tell you. But I just think you got to have that balance. You got to have that balance either way. Whether you spoon fed or you come from a different environment, it teaches you a lot about life.
Yeah.
Because if you grow up especially if you grow up in whatever environment you grow up, you think that this is how the world is all the way around, but it's not really that. Like, for instance, I saw a guy on TikTok, a rich guy, he grew up wealthy, but he said he thought the average salary in America was $100,000. I don't know any man in my family making $100,000 a year, but by getting out of the environment where you seeing your parents pick you up in G-Wags and all that kind of stuff, and you go and see kids that get off on the school bus, you start intermeaning with people. That's where diversity comes in. That's why those people who grow up just on that side of the track, they get in these corporations and they don't know how to have conversations with us or with just other people. They have their own language. So it's important to just have that balance.
Oh man, just a wrap it up question. I'm gonna ask you for both of y'all, but I gotta ask you one more question. But you read a lot.
I read a lot.
I know you got a lot of quotes and stuff.
I do got a lot of quotes, but
send me some book like when you I'm gonna try to start reading. What you thinking, man?
You can't read.
I say the first book that really changed my life when I went to GMC. It's a simple book. I can't think of the author's name, but it's called The Four Agreements. And it's The Four Agreements. Mm-hmm. I think it's be impeccable with your word. Don't take anything personally. Don't make any assumptions. I can't remember the fourth one, but it's probably something along the lines of always do your best or always give your best.
You said it's a simple book?
It was a simple book. It's just four lessons. 4 lessons that help you out, help you navigate life.
Simple like the cat in the hat.
Nah, he need big word. He need big word.
No. But you said you want to improve your vocabulary.
You're right.
Reading, that's where it comes. In that group I told Toastmasters. And Toastmasters, every week, every time you go to the meeting, somebody is the grammarian. They have a word of the day. So that's the word you have to use. So if I ask you a question and you got to speak for 2 minutes, you got to know how to put that word into your response. So that's really what helped me out.
Oh yeah, you might need that.
Boy, I can do that now.
We might can start one down here, Toastmasters. I don't know what's the process, but it's been around for 100 years. I didn't know anything about it, so I moved away.
It's like some physical thing, like a Zoom thing.
You can do Zoom. You can do a lot of people meet in person.
Yeah, we're gonna start doing that. Let's start doing that just on our phone call sometime. We just come up with a word and just go 2 minutes. Man, look, man. So, man, if you had, I asked you first, man, if you had to tell a younger person, older, whatever, man, something positive, inspirational to keep them going through life right now, not knowing their situation or whatever, what's something you would tell somebody to just inspire them? You know, you're such an inspirational person.
Really, man, weeping on last always, man. Sun gonna shine in the morning. You just push through whatever you're going through. Be you and be great. That's it for me, man.
Same question for me.
Yeah.
To all the kids out there, matter of fact, to everybody out there who's going through things, going through anything, I want you to remember that your adversity that you're going through is going to be your discovery to find out who you need to be in the world. Once you get through your adversity, you discover that you have so much to offer to the world. Just don't let that adversity keep you down too long. Get back up and come be great.
Why you intelligent, man? Yeah, you articulate real good, but I got to come to your classes. If I tell you something, man, get what? Go tap in to TizzletalkTV, man, and get the inspirational, man. You feel me? And keep going. But yeah, man, we're gonna get up out of here today. But I gotta end it with a scripture. You know, find my scripture right fast. Y'all had a good time, man. How y'all feeling, man?
Good talk.
Yeah, I enjoyed it.
For sure.
Thanks for having me on TizzletalkTV.
Yeah, we ain't through, man. It went real good. So, you know me, I gotta practice real quick. We coming from Galatians 6:9 NIV. Let us not become weary in doing good, for at proper time we will reap a harvest if we do not give up. So, man, keep doing what you're doing, man. You keep on sowing them seeds in people's life, bro, and making a change even when you think you might not be making a change, man. Keep doing it. The motivational stuff, the inspirational stuff, man. Just keep going, bro. Keep letting God you and keep
gonna
walking
be on that list soon, my boy.
So keep speaking that, bro.
Yeah.
Keep speaking that. That really it, bro. We just gotta watch how we speak. You know, on the walk through life, cause it might be a hit and miss sometime on every aspect of life, bro. You just gotta keep the faith, and you know, man, I already know you gonna be great. You already great, man. I'm glad you're not the Terminator no more, man. You feel me? So, but yeah, and you,
Appreciate it.
my big-headed brother, man. You know. Yeah.
We rock it, bro.
Yeah, that's it, man. But hey, man, good to have y'all guys on here, man. And you know how we doing. Look, y'all gotta be fair with me though. Man, you gotta look.
I got you.
And you gotta look right.
I got you, bro.
You feel?
Let's do it.
You know the truth.
I don't know the truth. I just heard it.
You know.
Let's do it.
You feel? So we gonna go out like TizzletalkTV. Come talk with me, man. Hey, say, ain't no day like another day. Come in, it's your boy Tizzle. Talk to me.